Bears Central. Cdubb, Bobby, Haize, we all in the building for the daily show today. Because guess what? We off work, motherfuckers. And we gonna be talking about the Bears being excited for N'Keal Harry's return. Ryan Poles has made comments on Leatherwood and Roquan Smith and how he looks and envisions them on the team. And then we'll be talking about Sports Illustrated forecasting the NFC North and where they have the Bears ranked. We'll get into all that and more on today's Chicago Bears Central.
Tuned into Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
All right, fellas, man, we in the building. It's been a minute since we all been together because we missed the. I don't know. I mean, I guess it hasn't been too long, bro. It's just been a long weekend. That's what it is. It's been a long weekend, man.
Yes, it has.
Chilling. Man, but you know what it is, You know, we killing it as usual. So we got a little bit of an update. The Bears assistant general manager, Ian Cunningham, had a comment about N'Keal Harry and how excited they are for his return. It says, we're just happy with the player N'Keal is and what he's shown in college coming out. Once he gets healthy, the main thing is just getting him healthy and back on the field. What he showed when he was in practice during training camp, physical specimen, strong at the catch point. It's just unfortunate that the injury happened, but we look forward to having him back on the field. And this is the only time I read this. I didn't know if this had been publicized or not, but in this same article, it does say that week 5 is the earliest that we can see him. And, you know, Ryan Poles has also said it's hard to tell right now exactly when he'll return, but the earliest is week 5. We talked about this a little bit about, like, is N'Keal Harry, when we talked about, is he going to make the roster cut? Are they going to cut him? And we all said that, you know, he may stick around depending on what they saw from him. It seems like they seen enough that they trusted him, that they are excited to have him on this team. What does this say to you guys about N'Keal Harry's eventual role on the Chicago Bears once he does make his return?
With all that being said, what this Ian Cunningham says, I think N'Keal Harry is going to make a big splash with this team. Like he really made a good impression with this coaching staff during training camp. You can't deny the size and the speed and the catch point, as they want to say. I also was high with the same reasons for this guy. So I think he will contribute almightily for this Bears team. And Justin Fields really need a big guy like this on the field because, you know, EQ is out there, but having a couple options like that, big receiver that can go up and get the ball real fast, that'll help Justin Fields' progression.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, man. I think what it says is really that Ryan Post is like, look, I ain't waste my 7th round pick for nothing. Yeah. So we gonna at least give him a try. So shout out to them. And that's good on his part, man. Sometimes it's just a changes, a scenery, a new situation, a new scheme will be better for some players. A lot of the times the players get blamed, but really it'd be shitty situations that they be put in. You know what I'm saying? So a change of scenery, maybe coming, you know, over here to Chicago, it would be best for him. And it's good that he showed out. I can't wait to see what he can bring, you know, once he does come back. And I expect him to be back by week 5. I believe that the guy, he want to show what he can do because I know he probably felt unappreciated while he was with the Patriots because they threw a lot of dirt on his name.
They do a lot of
I mean, too, like to your point, like a change of scenery sometimes does wonders, but not only just a change of scenery, having a coaching staff that believes in you. It's clear that he fell out with that coaching staff, whether it was because of how he performed or did not perform in practices, whatever else, they lost faith in him. This Bears team seems like he's made a hell of a impression so far, and they see a clear role for him as well. Like you said, the size, the speed, we need a big wide receiver. We don't have very many wide receivers with a bunch of size on this team. So looking at him like, yeah, and then I mean to that point as well, like Smith Marset, who me and Bobby talked about when we did the episode together as well. It seems like they are really high on him also to kind of rebuild him. Poles is doing. Listen, not everything is going to stick with what Ryan Poles is doing, but when you look at like Leatherwood and all the people that he's bringing in, the prove it deals. He's really trying to maximize on potential talent that is there. Just he's trying to see if he can unlock it. And in a year where they weren't going to use a bunch of cap space, where they weren't going to give away a bunch of big deals, this is how I want to see that team use. And you know, if N'Keal does turn into something, he'll come back with still 12 games left at that point. Yeah. If he is by week 5, let's knock on wood. Hopefully he is back by that week. He has more than enough time to impress and maybe get a second deal with the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, I just love this thing about Poles right here. He has his science experience, his science fair, his little experience. He got a numerous of them. But he's betting his name on them, and he likes to see these guys grow. It's going to be adding to his legacy. I think N'Keal Harry's going to come back, and he's going to shock. He's going to shock a lot of people when he come back. I think he's going to shock a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Agreed. I think people, for all of those people who are like, well, what you traded the 7th round pick? He fell out of with the Patriots. If the Patriots can use him, how can the Bears? Be prepared. I think N'Keal. I'm not saying he's going to have like this all world beating season or anything like that, but I think we may have a wide receiver in there that we look at back and we like, hey man, we got this dude for what, a 7th?
For a 7th.
Yeah. We're not mad at that. We're not mad at that. Shout out to N'Keal Harry. Go ahead.
But look how hard it would be to play for a coach like Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't know how strenuous. You know what I'm saying? It might be too difficult to play for a guy like that. But you get new visuals over here. Matt Eberflus. He might turn up, and I think he will, man. I can't wait, man. This game week, baby. I'm so excited. Man, I'm sick, bro. But I'm smiling, baby. I'm sick and smiling.
I literally woke up today. I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I walked the dogs, and literally I was walking my one of my dogs when it hit me. I'm like, wait a second. I got Bears football to talk about in a few days.
Let's go.
I'm so excited for this season, man. I just can't wait. And we'll talk about some of that excitement when we get into the last topic for today. But Ryan Poles also, he had a press conference in which he talked about a lot. Now, he didn't mention this on Roquan Smith, and I'm going to do another. Yeah, I like reading direct quotes. It doesn't leave any room for my interpretation. So he said this about Roquan Smith. He doesn't get enough credit for being able to change gears like that and going out and just playing football and doing it the right way. I'm proud of him for handling it that way. He's out there, and we're better because of that. He also said it's human nature. When things happen and two sides don't agree on something, it's going to take a little time to do that. I got a lot of faith that it's going to happen, and I'm excited for him. It seems like Ryan Poles does seem like he's still kind of confident that a deal gets done. I'm not here to talk about that side of things, but with the football side of things, what are we expecting from Roquan Smith this season in a contract year with all the hoopla and everything going around to the pulled hammy and not playing the preseason game? That's a veteran move. Listen, veterans in every sport do that. We're going to see it in basketball too. Don't be surprised if DeMar's like, hey man, my hamstring's a little tight in preseason game 3.
My big toe hurt. Yeah,
it happens. So I'm not holding that against him. But now that we're getting ready to line up actual football, Bobby, I'm cutting you first on this one. What do you expect from Roquan Smith this season?
Man, I just expect the man to come out and do what the hell he need to do so he can go ahead and secure a contract. You know what I'm saying? What I would suggest is that his ass get an agent. Make things a lot more easier for yourself. I understand a lot of these guys, they want to recoup a lot of the money that, that they deserve, bro. You put your life on the line and stuff like that. You put your body and your health on the line. You work your ass off. But, man, get an agent. Get somebody up in there. And I will say this. I'm on LinkedIn. I ain't see St. Omni on there. I'm going to just say that. Y'all saying he was on there. His ass ain't on there. I did not see him on there. But nonetheless, I think my boy going to be good. And one last point before C-Dub go. I hope he embraces the hits principles that Eberflus put out and create some turnovers. Make them not be able to come in like, well, you want all this money, but you ain't do no turnovers. Go out there, create some turnovers, and then continue to do what you're doing.
Hey, yeah, good point, nephew. But I want to say I expect Roquan Smith to go out and be a professional and play the play of a top 5 linebacker in this league. What I will say that I'm a little bit. What should I say? I'm just a little bit cautious though, because Roquan Smith and Ryan Poles, the organization, they ain't mended this. It's still a little hurt feelings going around in that locker room. It's a lot of rolling eyes going to be through the whole regular season. They're going to be rolling their eyes at each other all season. So I don't know how this going to end up contract-wise or business-wise, but I expect him to go out there and be a professional and play as hard as he can every week on this football field.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I expect what I was going to expect from Roquan, contract or not. Like it behooves him, and Jeopardy word there, to come in and really play the best that he can, because if he's out to prove that he's worth the money that he's obviously requesting, you have to play. You can't come out and lay a goose egg after you've made all this hoopla about wanting to be the highest paid linebacker. You have to come out and ball the hell out. And you know, I trust that he's gonna. I make jokes about Roquan. The Saint Omni. Matter of fact, we got Saint Omni. Saint Omni just decided to come in the show. You know, that's Saint Omni right there. Saint Omni just came through.
It's a definite risk with that picture. He's lying.
Shout out to Saint Omni for coming through. You know, it is what it is. But I think Roquan's gonna have a big season. Actually, their Bleach Report did their season predictions, and the only Bears that were on any list was actually Roquan Smith, and they predicted him to lead the NFL in tackles. So, you know, shout out to him if he's able to do that. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think Roquan's gonna come out. He's gonna ball. He's going to play well. He's going to lead this defense in a lot of ways. Him, Robert Quinn, they're really the veterans. Like, for those who don't know, like, the Bears were the oldest team in the league last season. We are now tied for 7th as the youngest team, and our average age is 25.7. We have a very young team for the NFL. And Roquan is going, and I hope that, you know, all this contract stuff is really put to the side and it's just focused on ball, because you don't want a lot of dramatics around a young, impressionable team. And I tell you what, I know people are gonna say this a long shot. Boy Jack Sanborn is waiting for some snaps, so keep messing around. But yeah, I think Roquan's gonna have a big season. Now, some of the other things that Poles didn't mention. Now, one of the other signings that we did make was Leatherwood, and he said that he's excited to rebuild a talented lineman there who was the 17th overall pick in the 2021 draft. What do you guys think?
When it comes to this guy Leatherwood, I think this is Ryan Pohl's volcano science experiment. You know, everybody volcano
use a goofy
science. He say this guy could play. He dynamic. He could play like multiple positions on this line. He want to keep him. He's not. I don't think he's just gonna designate him a tackle or designate him a guard. I'm gonna think of he gonna use him as a lineman. He gonna play anywhere you can put him. So, okay, I see you, Ryan Poles. I love the Ryan Poles show. He almost a genius.
Again, you pick up a 17th overall pick in the draft on the waiver wire. And it's not like he was a 17th overall pick 5-6 years ago. We're talking about a year ago. He was a 17th overall pick. Yes, you do want to bet on that potential, especially, you know, him being able to play multiple positions on that line. Kind of like what we saw Tevin Jenkins move, right? To a completely different position than what he was projected to coming into training camp. So you bring in another young, talented lineman like that. I don't know. I haven't seen much of Leatherwood. I'm not going to fake it, the funk like I do, and I can do this analysis on him specifically. But just what I know from the facts, it says a lot. Go ahead, Bobby.
For one, we got to give it up. And C-Dub is right about Pose. That man is definitely trending towards genius right now. And outside of, like, definitely with the pickup of Leatherwood getting the first round pick, who had options. He didn't have to come here. He definitely had options as well, along with players that we took from the Minnesota Vikings. And the one guy, Sterling Weatherford from the Indianapolis Colts. A lot of people was mad that he went to the Chicago Bears. You know what I'm saying? So this from what these guys are doing within the coaching and in the front office, it seems like these guys know what the hell they're doing. And I think that one key thing that we've been missing for the last few years is player development. So, and these guys really want to harp on player development. And that's what you need, because once you start paying money to your stars at a corner spot, at a rusher spot, at the quarterback position, at a wide receiver position, you need young guys to come in and fill in those spots. Look at the LA Rams. They stars get paid, and then they find pieces here and there to fill the voids. So that's how you build championship teams right now.
Yeah, and the NFL is easier to go from bottom to a contender than like the NBA or almost any other sport. It's really made to kind of be able to turn your team around quickly if you're smart and intelligent. The fact that this team was run unintelligently for so long, and that's why we saw ourselves going the opposite direction and trending down. But I really do think, like, Poles has come in, he has a focus, and this is what he's been able to do with trying to save cap space for next season. Imagine when they're trying to spend all that cap space. Imagine the creativity then.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what the future of this team is, and Poles is a big part of that, because it does seem like he is trending towards genius. Now we got to see that go, right? We got to see that continue forward momentum. But as of right now, I'm really happy. Have there been things as a fan I would like to see the Bears do differently? Yeah, but guess what? I'm a fan. This is the guy paid to build the team, and even though I may be upset or question some of the moves, when they work out, I'm going to be looking like, hey, man, hey, this is why you knew better than me. This is why you get paid. So,
we had a bad start to this relationship, Mr. Poles, in that draft. That draft really had me crazy, like, man. But now, I learned a little bit about you, man. It's trending the right way.
With the breaking news update.
Shout out to Baki.
Byron Pringle and Lucas Patrick will practice in today's practice. Listen here. Come on, fam.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Come on,
Pringles.
Come on, bro. We get to come on, man. Listen, that's what I needed to happen. That's what I needed to happen. All right. So now with that news, how does this change the outlook of you? Byron Pringle, we'll see. Make sure. I'm sure that first practice is going to see how his body responds and stuff like that. Now, but if he's available game 1, does he go back into that wide receiver 2 position? Do you think that's held down by EQ and we move Pringle to the 3? What do you guys think is happening? I
think it's got to be Pringle going into the 2 if he's not showing no ill effects of any injury that he had. You got to go with Pringle. EQ, I guess I really didn't see anything in preseason with EQ beyond a couple
of snaps and didn't do anything. It's crazy.
Nothing, bro. I seen a little comeback. He did a long little comeback, but that was like one play out of all these minutes he played. Yeah. I want to go with Pringle, man. Okay. I seen Pringle. I know he could play make, baby. I know it.
Man, you gotta you might have to slide him down, but I'm gonna let the coaches. I'm trusting the coaching staff on this one. But if you ask me, if I was on that damn staff, let's put him in there. And I'm with C-Dub, man. We gotta at least see what's out there, because as you said, Haize, the man played a lot of snaps. And I'm with C-Dub. Honestly, I'm with C-Dub. And C-Dub, I don't remember that comeback play, bro. Maybe I gotta go back and watch the film, but I don't remember. And that just speaks on what he, what he did. So
I'm gonna get back to the analysis.
Fuck Detroit.
You know why it's Detroit versus everybody? Hold on. You know why it's Detroit versus everybody? Because nobody likes you, motherfuckers. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's easy to say my city versus everybody. Nobody goes to Detroit for vacation. Nobody goes to Detroit for vacation. I've never in my 35 spins on this planet ever heard somebody say, "Hey, man, I got a week off." Oh, where you going? Detroit? Nobody goes. People from Iraq look at Detroit and be like, "No, I'm good, man. I don't even know. I ain't even gonna worry about it. I'm not even gonna worry about it." Come on, man, Detroit versus everybody. But anyway, let's get back to the analysis. I will say this: I think you almost, because EQ has had a lot of opportunity and not really showed anything. Now, a lot was made during the offseason that EQ developed more chemistry with Fields than what Pringle did, and that kind of is what pushed him up that depth chart. But at the end of the day, it's about production. And unfortunately, that chemistry didn't yield any production, even when the offense looked great. Now, EQ was out there during that half that the Bears offense looked great. He was targeted twice, I think.
Yeah, man.
Shit, Dante Pettis had a better outing.
Oh, yes.
These are facts.
That's a fact. Hey, man, it's a shame, too, because EQ is big. He looked the part, man. You can look the part. But we got to see some production, baby. We got to see some. I know it was preseason, but let us see some, bro. Damn.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so this next one, Bobby sent this article, man, from SI.com. Forecasting the NFC North. Y'all ready to eviscerate this? Y'all ready?
Yes, because this is some bullshit.
Hey, Don, you stay for this. Don,
you stay for this. So they have the Packers winning the division at 12-5, the Vikings being second at 9-8, the Lions being third at 7-10, and the Bears coming in at fourth into the division at 5-12. Now, I will say this. I'll give them credit for having the Bears winning 5 games, because there's not a lot of publications that have the Bears winning that many games. But what I will say for that, how fucking dare you put the Detroit bullshit ass line, the Teddy Bears, above the Chicago Bears. The conversation for the Vikings, I can see it being a conversation. I think that's going to work itself out over the course of the season. But come on, man, Detroit going to Detroit. What has the city of Detroit done right?
Oh, no.
Ever.
They built cars like in the early 20s and 30s. They had the car industry on lock.
Motor City.
Yeah.
They produced the Fab Five.
Yeah, Ben
Motown
Wallace
Records.
Ben Wallace.
Motown Records. That was the last time they had a hit, was Motown Records. That was it.
Barry Sanders, bro.
Yeah, I mean they didn't produce Barry. He happened to wind up there, right? I guarantee you, if you can get in Barry Sanders' head, I guarantee you he would say, "Hey, listen, if I didn't get drafted to the Lions, I would clearly be one of the best running backs, and I probably would have a Super Bowl, and I probably wouldn't have retired a little bit too early." He wanted to get out of Detroit. That man cut his career where he still could have gotten 1,500 yards to say, "Hey, listen, I'm done with Detroit."
What about Megatron?
Megatron too. Yeah, come on, man. Listen,
look at Matthew Stafford. They got him out of there, and what happened?
And won immediately.
Immediately. Come on, bud.
Come on, man. Detroit. Oh, man. Detroit. Anyway, what do you guys think about this list? What do you think about the prediction that the Bears are going to go 5-12 this season?
Absolutely trash. Just the fact, seriously, that we're going to be below the Lions. I think everybody pumped up because they was on Hard Knocks and they seen everybody competing on there. They're football players. That don't mean they're good football players, but they're good. But they're football players. The Chicago Bears has always beaten the Detroit Lions. Barry Sanders ain't walking through that door. Herman Moore ain't walking through that door. Eric Kramer ain't walking through that door. Or Matthew Stafford ain't walking through that door. You see what he did. He went and got, that's a middle finger. No, that's that right finger. He got a ring.
I'll do it. The city of Detroit. You see that?
It's a shame, man. Why these great players retire just to get away from Detroit, bro? That's crazy as hell.
Listen. Rasheed Wallace's patch got 15 times longer. You know why? Because the city just ain't. I'm telling y'all. Listen, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Man, look. First and foremost, at least Sports Illustrated came out with a better record, but I'm gonna still disagree with them. I got Justin Fields beating every second-year quarterback that he go with. That's 3 wins. Then I got us beating Then I got us beating the Giants, the Commanders, the Texans. So I think that my team, we're going to have at least 8 wins. I believe that put us in 3rd. I believe that's fair. And Don, you guys have the worst quarterback in the fucking division, Jared Goff. Why y'all think he got up out of there? The moment they traded him, his team won. And he didn't get to the Super Bowl because of him. Look at that defense. Let's be honest.
Hey, bro.
It's hilarious, bro. It's funny, man. Go ahead.
Hey, Don, you steady somebody. Listen, nobody respect us, Don.
Nobody
notices y'all.
Bro, the fact of the matter is, hey, Don, why are you not in a Detroit Lions live stream? You know why? Because all y'all podcasters suck too. Don't nobody want to cover that goddamn team.
So tell him to keep it a buck.
He'd rather hear us talk about the Bears than somebody else talk about his team. You know why? Because they suck.
Damn, you right about that. Wait a minute.
Come on, bro. I have never gone into another team's live stream that I don't care about.
Bro, you're right. This man is a Detroit fan. Either he live in Detroit or he don't. You typed on your phone or your computer, Chicago Bears podcast or something.
And he subscribed to the channel too. So
you subscribe
to the channel.
What's to y'all Detroit dudes, man? I don't know what's up with y'all, bro. Tell me what's up with y'all, bro.
Hey, I'm not mad because every time he views whether he's leaving a hating comment or not, he's putting money in our pocket. So let him, you know what? Because he doesn't want to spend money on his own.
We rock with that.
Oh man, this is hilarious, bro. This is funny, man. This is hilarious. Anyway, back to the list, man. This is fun. I love it when people say that, but yet you hear listening to us, though, right?
Damn, that's crazy. That's the crazy thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people say that shit like it's a flex, but you're here listening to us, right? Like,
right, bro. Like, come on, my boy.
You a special creature, my guy.
Thank you for putting money in our pockets. That we appreciate you, bro. Because we know there's not much to spend money on in Detroit. We're probably the most entertaining thing there, so I understand it, bro. Let's move in.
That man. Hell no.
With this season coming up, right? And we're gonna hold off on predictions. We're gonna do that later in the week. We're gonna get to our prediction show. But going into this season, right? And into the first game, what are you guys most excited about to see?
Oh man, it gotta be Justin Fields. I'm just excited to see this guy, especially coming off that last game against the Browns. I think that's gonna be more of the normal from Justin Fields. You're gonna see him breaking that pocket, running bootlegs, play actions. I just think he's gonna just be awesome this year, baby. I can't wait to see this man play this weekend, baby. Let's go.
Facts.
All right, fair enough.
Great pick. I'm gonna go with the old school. I'm ready to see how Eberflus scheme up so we can knock the rest off of the rest of the hair off Trey Lance head. Yeah, knock the rest of that hair off, goddamn, because he need to just shave it, bro. Go bald. You young, just go bald, bro. But man, I'm excited to see it. I want to see Jaquan Brisker put that man on his ass. Let's get a safety blitz. Let's try to take that boy head off early, and I want to see how they contain Deebo Samuel, because we can't let him go wild. But more to come on the prediction show.
For sure. I'm the most excited thing that I am excited to see how the offense takes shape. I've told you guys, like I even with that first half in the last preseason game, I still think it's going to be a few weeks before we really see the offense operating as a well-oiled machine. I'm excited to see the defense, bro. The defense has been the thing that was consistent even through the preseason. I think they led, or they were in the top 5, I know for sure, of QB hits during the preseason, and I think we're going to hunt for quarterbacks all season long, and I'm excited to see that. The secondary, how they hold up. I think this defense is going to be special by the end of the season. So I'm really excited to see how the defense continues to take shape and how it lines up. But by the way, Detroit fans, like this is the perfect meme. Like this is it. This is literally how it goes every single time. Like it's like that's life in Detroit. That ain't even just football. That is life in Detroit. Like, come on, man. But that's what I'm most excited for, man. It's going to be a big season for the Chicago Bears, and a season in which it's really about development and how that develops over the time is going to be on point. So,
hey, can we predict some Pro Bowlers for the defensive side of the ball? Just before the season starts. Let me predict some Pro Bowlers. I'm finna surprise y'all.
Go ahead, C-Dub. Cook, bro.
Jaquan Brisker making the Pro Bowl this year. Dang, I'm gonna go Roquan Smith as a rookie. Yes.
As a rookie?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Watch this kid. I'm high on Brisker. I'm sorry. That's a ball player right there. Roquan Smith, and I'm gonna go Travis Gibson make the Pro Bowl this year. Hey, this man Quinn gonna see a lot of double teams. I think he gonna do good this season, but Gibson gonna eat off those double teams. He gonna eat.
That's good, man.
You got Gibson, Brisker making the Pro Bowl. That's only 2.
Gibson, Brisker, and Smith. We're gonna get 3 on that.
Okay, that's fair. Bobby.
Shit, damn, that's a good one. Give me Justin Jones, defensive tackle in the inside. I think that I think he showed that he has like a solid motor, bro. Every time I looked at him, I feel like he was up in there wreaking havoc, and I also feel like he gonna have more opportunities now. And then my wild card to be Eddie Jackson. That'd be a wild card for me.
I like it.
I believe that now that he has a good, strong safety, he can go back to what he used to be. When he was with Adrian Amos, a good, strong safety, he was able to operate in the way that he wants to. Putting Brisker right there allows him to go back to that. So I'm going to go Eddie Jackson, and then I think Roquan Smith a while out too. So those are my 3.
Yeah, I think Roquan Smith, all the shit that's happened this offseason, he has to make a Pro Bowl. If you come out and don't make a Pro Bowl after this, listen, I think Roquan's going to make a Pro Bowl. I think he's going to be motivated for everything that we've talked about. I actually like the Eddie Jackson pick as well. Like, we've talked about what it can mean for Eddie Jackson to have a bounce back season. I'm not going to pick him as my dark horse, though. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go the opposite rookie. I think Kyler Gordon makes a Pro Bowl this season, and I think he is top 5 in the NFL in reception. I mean, in interceptions.
Damn.
You be coming from left field, big dog, with this one, man.
Last time I came from left field, I told y'all that the Bears starters was going to have over 200. I said 250 yards in offense. It was 210. I was 40 yards off.
Yeah, you were right. You were right on that one. Damn. Okay. He definitely got the talent to do that. Definitely.
Yeah. Don't forget about Jalen Johnson, too.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson is. I think I even seeing him. Like I almost put that as a topic. Like there was a video of him like really pulling Kyler Gordon to the side and giving him some mentorship. I think that's going to be important. This team is going to have this defense. I think is going to be a big time defense. I think overall with the defense, I've said it before. By the end of the season, I think they're going to be a top 10 defense in the league.
Let's go.
I'm gonna agree with that. I can't wait, baby. It's that time, baby. Week,
Absolutely.
baby.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and let's get into some of these comments. No more from Don because we don't want to hear from idiots. But we're gonna get to some of these comments. We'll go through. Let's see what we got. Baki, this is funny. Says, "Hey, Central Crew, y'all better watch out. Y'all might get signed by Pace and become Atlanta Bears Central." the Atlanta Hawks signed Tonga, which is crazy, bro. Crazy. That is hilarious.
That is crazy.
Pace is just like, hey, you're a former Bear? Go ahead. We got a spot for you. Let's see. Marvin, who I call Marvin the Motivator, says, young team, optimistic about the upcoming season, but direction, I do agree. Let's assess our young talent and build for the future. Completely. That's what that's what the season really is about. It's now hopefully they can learn to win as they're building. But yeah, this season's always about that and developing. So for sure. Silver 99 says he's going to his first Bears. I'm going to my first home game on December 4th. What else should I do in Chicago for the first time while I'm there? Gotta go to Portillo's. You gotta
go to Portillo's. If you a chicken man, go to Harold's. You go to Uncle Remus too. You go Uncle Remus too. If you want, go on up there to Navy Pier. It's still nice outside. It's a little chilly today though. But he coming to December 4th. Oh man,
boy, it's gonna be
hold on.
You want to go to Navy Pier and you trying to kill that man? That was just attempted murder, bro.
Oh man, December 4th. Oh man, I don't know.
You better come with a full bodysuit because you're gonna be sitting there by the pier
Johns,
like,
brother.
Hey, when that hawk comes off Navy Pier and hits you in the face, that wind, hey, it ain't nothing. You question your whole life. Like,
yes, you would.
Wear long johns, my boy. Put the long johns under your clothes.
Your whole existence.
I almost sent you off, my guy. My fault.
And top it off with that Chicago mix from Garrett's Popcorn, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. You got to get that. Oh, and by the way, if you do go to Portillo's, listen, I'm fat. I don't hide it. Get the strawberry shortcake for dessert. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, that shit good, boy.
Bro, that strawberry shortcake from Portillo's, bro. It took everything in me not to get some when I've been trying not to be a fat ass, but I really wanted to get that strawberry shortcake. All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's see what else we got. All right, Baki getting that down, bro. I'm gonna skip that.
Shout out Baki. Shout out. We know Don ain't got no damn way.
From Andre listen, Quez. Guys, check the last game of the preseason. He got a couple catches. They were more than 10 yards. LOL. Go Bears. Oh, you talking about EQ?
EQ.
I'm gonna go back and watch.
For as many snaps as he was out there, though, that's the biggest thing. That's like, even if you're talking about two, this man played probably the most snaps of any wide receiver during preseason.
I agree with that. Besides Coulter, he did, yes.
So let's see what else we got. Maddie23 says, if the Bears win 8 games, look competitive in their losses, and show better protection and better play calling, I'll call this season a win. What you guys think about
Me too.
that?
I like that. I would like to go like 9 wins. I don't never like being like under 500, but I'll take that. Okay. I'll take that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I take that too, because I'm not predicting them to go to the Super Bowl or the playoffs like Don is. Stupid ass boy.
Donkey ass boy.
Bro, I understand being a fan, but listen, you can't be stupid. You can't be a fan of a bad organization in a terrible city and be stupid. That's the trifecta. Like, come on, man. Come on. Baki got another update for us. So officially, Central Crew, Jones Jr., Patrick, and Pringle were back. Plus, Tajay Sharp was seen running routes at practice as well. Interesting since he was put on IR.
Yeah, that's crazy. He was put on
all
IR.
The weapons.
Man,
we'll see about Tajay Sharp. Tajay Sharp, I think he can't come back until week 4, I think. But with that being said, it's good that he's out there. All that says to me is that when week 4 comes and he's eligible to be taken off the IR, he's going to be ready to go. But Velius, Pringle, and Patrick all being ready.
Yes,
listen, that's a good start.
We need that. So,
man, that's just make me more excited for the game, man. I can't even think about work right now. I'm thinking about the Bears, man. I got to go to work tomorrow.
All right, Vincent says, guys, all pro is way more trustworthy than Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is a popularity contest. I think all pro is based on players and coaches. That is a very solid.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair. I think mainstream wise, people hear more Pro Bowl, but all pro, yeah, it definitely is. It's a different list because you're voted on it by your peers, whereas the fans have a heavy vote. That is part of the reason why I don't look so much into All-Star voting in the NBA. So to be consistent, Vincent, you're fact. That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah. Right. Makes sense.
Oh, this is a good question. Any wide receivers y'all got your eye on in the draft next year? I know Unc wanted Pickens last year. So, Joshua, here's what I'll say. I have not started looking towards the draft at all. I'm focused on this team right now. I watch some college football, but there are way too many schools for me to watch all of it.
Yeah.
I watch the bowl games at the end of the year, and I watch what's randomly nationally televised when I ain't got nothing going on Saturdays. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I ain't even going to fake the funk there. But what I will say is that we'll start like if for anyone who watches Chicago Bulls Central, I started doing draft profiles. And so in the offseason, I'm going to do a lot of draft profiles. I'm going to do my due diligence. We're going to talk very heavily about draft prospects. We are far off from that though. So I'm not focused on that right now. What do you guys think? Any wide receivers you guys got your eyes on?
I like even though they didn't feed him the ball the other day. Butte from LSU, he's probably one of the best receivers. Hey, shout out to that receiver in Jackson State. Man, shout out to Jackson State.
Facts.
Deion Sanders out there with the black colleges out there. With HBCU, what? 17th in the nation? Come on now. I ain't never heard that in my existence on this planet. A HBCU ranked in the top 25, bro. Jackson, shout out Deion, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, facts there. Facts.
I'm with you, Haize. I don't know who out there. C-Dub, I did watch the LSU game, but I did see a little bit of the Georgia game too. Bro, how the hell is this tight end Darnell Washington 6'7", 270 pounds? Ain't nobody gonna want to tackle that motherfucker.
Didn't he jump over somebody?
Yes.
That big motherfucker big as hell.
6'7", 270, and he running full speed like that. Boy, y'all done lost me.
Bro,
Boy,
he jumped in slow motion, Haize. It was in slow motion. He's
for real.
You said he jumped in slow motion.
Yes, slow motion, bro. And nobody still hit him out the air.
They ain't want to.
I mean, that's a big dude to be coming down on you. Like, that's
come on, man.
All right, fair enough. Let's get into this next one. Darius Morgan says, I think the best and most important thing I've seen is a real and actual cultural change that goes beyond the stock lip service we've all heard too much as Bears fans. It's a true change.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like the change in just culture, the change in the fact that everybody's buying in, the empowerment of young players, the confidence in those young players. We saw a lot of people get tore down in their like. Let's look to our boy Tevin Jenkins. His confidence got tore all the way down to the floor. This ain't the military. You ain't got to tear people down to build them back up in football. You try to build on what they already got. And what Matt Eberflus does and the culture change and just the fact that he's invested in the players' development, that he believes in the players, the fact that you can see that come through in the way that they've responded to the system, the hits concept, everything about this team it's been great so far. In one offseason, they've done what we wanted to see Nagy and that team do in 5 off seasons. They've cleansed the palate of that Nagy-itis, as I've called it, and now they need to build on top of it. 100% facts.
Oh, man, just a perfect statement. The number one key word is discipline. Throw out all that club dub shit. Throw out all them Eddie Jackson. He got the big contract. He got real relaxed. He was in club dub partying. Matt Eberflus come in, instill discipline into the team. You can see how the team plays on the field. Everybody runs to the ball, do what they told. If you don't, your ass might not come to be on the field and play. I love that. It's a perfect statement, bro. Perfect.
Yeah. Absolutely. The biggest thing with me is it's always the discipline. Look how many penalties, bro. You cannot recall that many penalties being called. It is the preseason. I'm not going to overreact. But it looks like the team is going to be a disciplined team. Eberflus not playing that. And it starts with him. Go to the coaches. Go up top. And it look like the team is going to be disciplined. That's something that I preached at the start of before we even came to the preseason. It was in mini camp when we first started the show. This team needed discipline. So far it's looking like that. Bro, I think it's like 10 penalties that they have over 3 games. That's crazy. because the Dallas Cowboys had like 14 in one game. So I know it's the preseason. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but that's, to me, it's a good sign.
For sure. It's what we've seen happen so far in this season has been like honestly what it takes some teams multiple seasons to get to, and I don't want to overstate it and like because we saw great things from even Nagy, right, to initially start from, but but the fact that it just seems more genuine with this. It seems more tangible. It seems more believable. It seems like everybody is buying into a little bit more than what we saw from there. So because of that, it's like it just. Hey, I love what I've seen from this team so far. The discipline, the lack of penalties, execution on the defense end, all great. So, yeah. All right.
Crazy.
Anything left, guys? You guys got anything left before we go ahead and head out?
Oh no, nothing. This shout out Brett Kimball. He finna see his first game on 9/11. You gonna have a good time, man. That's your childhood dream, man. Shout out to you. You about to fulfill it, man. Yeah, and San Fran in trouble, Brody. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Anyone going to their first game, especially like because we're winding down towards the end of Soldier Field, we'll find out exactly when it's going to happen in the next 12 months or so. We'll find out when exactly they're going to be leaving Soldier Field. But like, I'll tell you what, Soldier Field's the smallest stadium in the NFL. It's I think it's the oldest as far as NFL stadium as well too. And there's a lot of history. You feel, like I said before, you feel it when you walk by Soldier Field. You feel all the history there. It's an amazing. If you're a Bears fan, it's amazing to be. I can understand why like some people go to that stadium and like, hey man, listen, I don't like this, but it's a special feeling. It's a special feeling. Hopefully they get a win for you too in your first one because the city is different when the Bears are winning. Don't let the Bears and the Bulls be winning. That whole city is a different feel.
We live.
I'm glad you get to experience
What?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
We live. But hey, my final thing is, man, like what C-Dub said. Shout out to Jackson State and what they doing up there. And then Brett, shout out to you, man. Thanks for joining us. And Jacob Pong, where the hell you been at, my boy? Hey, but hey, y'all, we get edging closer to this game. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it out. Y'all make sure y'all be there for the post game. We gonna have that drinks. Hey, we win. Everybody.
We win. We starting off with a shot. For real.
Exactly. Everybody take a shot.
Take a shot. We start off with a shot.
We celebrate. We're gonna celebrate together because look, we're gonna get into the predictions later. But hey, man, Haize, y'all gonna get y'all the collectors because y'all know what to do when we do.
Absolutely. If you want to follow us, you can do so at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text and a voicemail, the number to do so 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related, and we love you guys. Make sure y'all bear down. Peace out, y'all.